What's up, y'all? It's your boy Double One back at it again, man. Thanks for all y'all thumbs ups on all my videos, y'all likes, y'all shares, y'all subscriptions, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. As always, for rocking with me. I really appreciate it. Now, I want to talk about how narcissists use children as trophies, and they also use them to pit them against each other. Like, they purposely go be overly excited about something. If you're a woman and you got a sister, your mom is so overly excited about what your sister has, and she quick to point it out to you. You see what you see? You see that couch Laura got in the house? You see that? You better go get you one of them couches. And everybody can't. Some people can overlook that and be like, "I'm happy for Laura," or "I'm happy for my sister," and not get no kind of envious. But it becomes consistent, and sometimes if people don't have it within themselves, they get upset, and it becomes a competitive drive within them to be better than their sister or their brother for a lifetime, because that's what the parent is putting in them. Not as excited about what you got going, but they overjoyed at what your sister or your brother got going. It's not that. It's not that the siblings and everybody hate to see each other happy, but a lot of times it's put in them. Either it is in them, or it's pushed in them with the narcissist, because that's what they do. They put children against each other. Your mother is excited about your report card, but she punishing your brother because he got a C. So he don't get to play the video game, but you do. You and your brother gonna be fighting, because that's what narcissists do. Then your little brother or your sister are always looking for everybody else to do the same thing that your mama or your daddy doing. So they asking, "Oh, did you do it? Did you give me one too?" Of course. The dad is like, "I love you too, son. Of course I got it for you." But that's not how he being treated at mama house. Or that's not how she being treated at dad house, or whatever. Narcissists destroy and kill their children doing that. You racing, trying to outdo your brother or outdo your sister, and you killing yourself. Because all you want to do is make mama and daddy proud when they don't give a damn. And narcissistic people love to use their children, their grandchildren, as trophies. All you want to do as a parent is do and give your kids what you never had. You want to do it. You don't mind your mamas or your grandfathers doing it. But they go out of their way to do it because it's all about competition. They want to be the ones to buy your daughter or to buy your son a car. They don't want you to do it. Some, not all, but some parents and grandparents are like this. If you go show your mama or your daddy what you bought your son, they probably ain't gonna even take two looks at it. But they want you to come see what the whole family bought for your son or your daughter. Because just maybe they think and they knowing you probably didn't have much to give them that Christmas. It is not to, sometimes it's not to show support for the child. It's to make you look like a complete failure. That's what these children are used for. This is the Truth Channel. Trophies, bait. I know how hard I had it, so I don't want you to have it that hard. But some people, I know how hard I had it. I don't want you to have better. It's selfishness. Your child should be like a guiding light for you. Your children are supposed to get to a point where they have just as much as you or they have more. Either way. You don't want to always want to have to support your children for a lifetime. You want them to be able to support themselves and y'all support each other. Or if you, either way it go, y'all got each other back. It is what it is. But a lot of parents beat their children down or beat their sons and daughters down just so they can always have the upper hand. They want to be able to always have the upper hand when it comes to the grandkids. Then you wonder why you ain't got a relationship with your son that you birth. Then you wonder why you ain't got a relationship with your daughter that you birth. You got 2 kids out there and ain't got a relationship with none of them. You have marriages that's destroyed. That's because you're narcissistic ass mama and daddy. They sending these niggas, they sending these women to you to fuck your families up. Then you got sons and you got daughters. You got people from different sides that don't want to deal with each other. Because parents play children like a chessboard. It's a game. I got to use him or her to get the upper hand on him or her. That's just what it is, man. And it's sad. It's sad. And narcissists purposely neglect their children. And they use work as an excuse. If you are a parent and you're 2 parents, I know sometime as a parent, you may feel like you don't want to be used. But damn it, we have to come to grips. Everybody got to come. That's your child. If you got to do a little more, you just might have to because you never know when you're really doing it alone. You ain't at the other house. So it's up to you to make sure your child get back and forth from wherever they got to go, no matter how much it's putting on you. Because some parents use work to neglect their children. I gotta work. I'm working overnight with a 13, 14 and an 18-year-old at home. Come on now. The other parent making a mistake, not understanding that, needing to be with the children more, got to work, got to do this, drops the kids off. The older child will become frustrated a lot of times when parents do that. You got to understand that you got to sometimes, everybody want to do this co-parenting, talk this co-parenting shit. Sometimes, in this world, you got to make sure you parenting. You ain't got no co. You parent. You make sure you doing you and you doing what you supposed to do. You can't determine or decide or know what that other person, that man or woman is doing. Because in reality, let's just be honest. Everybody don't love the child the way that you love the child. Facts. What did I say? Children are brought in this world for what? The chessboard, the money, the game, the power, the competition. They want to make you look like nothing in the eyes of your own children. And may even turn some of them against you. Whether they're yours, not, or nothing. You've been the best thing that ever happened to these group of children. And you look like the damn animal, don't you? But that's what narcissists do. They don't heal. They help destroy others' lives, especially the ones that's telling the truth about it. Now, I don't like to laugh, and I don't like to look at nobody's downfall and be happy. But God has a sense of humor. He has a sense of humor, man. You know what I mean? The universe has a sense of humor, and what you give out, that's what you're gonna get. And it's funny sometimes. And I found myself laughing one time, and I sound like I'm not gonna lie, I laugh, man. Even myself, I said, no lie. I said, damn, man, it sounded like you're a little witch or something. What the fuck was that? Something just came, I don't know, but I'm not a witch. I don't do spells on people, none of that shit. I'm just saying. It was just because revenge is not bothering nobody. That's what revenge is. Because when people do unto others, then nobody's doing to them, something gets done to them. Automatically. That's man. Let me tell y'all a couple stories. I was at a job one time, right? I was at a job. And you know, most of you chosen, y'all know how it is when you're at these jobs. It's bigger than the people you work with. It's higher than that. It's above that. Every job you go to, it's gonna be a collection of people that's probably against you, or at least one that's gonna get everybody to go against you, right? It don't matter if you're the hardest working person. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like one time I know I was the guy, the hardest working person. But when it came around to get raises, I noticed I didn't get one. And I was really ticked off, and I didn't understand why. And I'm tripping, I know. And then I had to think about it, considering who the boss was and who they was connected to. I understood. So I didn't get the raise. And I was so hot because I basically was running this department alone. People didn't like me. People didn't want to work with me. I had to go to one side to the other to try to help somebody, and it just got tiring. People want your fire. People want this, want that, and so I didn't get that. And I know other people in the departments, they knew. So it was, it was, people thought it was funny. It was, but, and I say it was like 2 or 3 weeks later. They had inventory, and they went to these, and they had local managers to come to the departments. And the boss that denied me the raise, and everybody got a raise but me. I came in and that 3 weeks, and I came in, and that wasn't my boss no more. She's in another department. She putting up stuff as one of the regular associates in another department. You understand what I'm saying? That's 3 weeks later. After you deny the hardest working person, one of the hardest working person, because everybody work hard, in your department, a raise because of personal feelings that somebody else has been spreading for years with lies. You don't even have the position no more now. 3 weeks later. God has a sense of humor. He does. And you may think I'm wrong for saying to somebody, I'm putting that. God has a sense of humor. He does. Because he's looking like, okay, you think that's funny, huh? You want to do, okay, watch this. You understand what I'm saying? He has a sense of humor. He knows how to humble people. He'll show you. This is why I don't want you to do nothing. Now sit back and shut your mouth. You see this? Look. Now go somewhere. It's over with. 3 weeks later, another job. Another boss. 2 bosses, really. One, a little jealous, didn't like the performance I was doing, wouldn't put the numbers up. It's always groups, y'all. Bam. Somehow, some way, that got found out about him messing with the numbers. He gone. Months later, I got another boss. He was cool with him. One of the guys that was working out there, I got into it with. And the bosses had put two bosses that was over me, they put him up to coming at me. Two older white guys and they had another white guy come at me. It was another white lady in the office that was quite fond of me. We was cool, and she liked my work ethic. And they got when you get somebody, people around that start to treat you right, they'll get rid of them. They got to go to another department. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, he baited me into a fight. But one of my coworkers, I kept my cool, but I was getting closer to the guy. And one of my coworkers kind of put my said, man, I'm just, he's trying to, it was his last day. See, he was finna get ready to leave. And they put him up to going at me. Right? So I seen them two over there talking to him a little later. So me being who I am, I started to put two and two together. I said, because I already know I had a feeling that they weren't too fond of me. So I said, And then somebody had told me that he was finna leave. So I started to put the puzzles together. And so, weeks later, God said, Rashad, just leave it alone. Watch this. Apparently, the guy that they put up to do it, he had to call back up there. 3 weeks later, they got moved out of the office and moved to another department under them. So, what they did to me, it got back to the people. And their asses got moved out of my department. God has a sense of humor. He just wants you to relax. The work is his. You focus on your health. You focus on your children. That's all he wants us to do. Y'all stay blessed, and thank you for always tuning in to me. Thank you for showing me the love that I feel I deserve, and you all deserve the love too. God bless y'all. I'm out.